Hey, what a guan, what a guan. We're happening. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh ladies. Hey ladies, how y'all doing? Yeah, that'll be the intro for everybody who watch it later, if ever. Because most of my people, if you ain't in here when I first started talking, they ain't gonna see it. That's just the kind of channel I've got right now. It will change. It will continue to evolve. I've learned that about everything in life, and especially YouTube. Is the more you do, the more you continue, it will change. The demographic will change. Excuse me. It will change. It will change. And I'm going to start doing more and more and more clips of our prior content to get y'all to watch the long content because y'all missing all the real fruit of my labor. And it's some sweet fruit, man. It's good stuff. It's really classic material that y'all just ain't seeing because people are so addicted to shorts. And I appreciate folks watching the shorts. Don't get me wrong, but the shorts don't add up enough to get us to our goal. We got to get monetized, y'all. I keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. It ain't gonna change till it happens, and even when it happens, it's gonna be a mandatory thing to maintain. Because as they say, you get somewhere. That don't mean rest on your laurels. No, you got to keep going. You got to build new laurels. You got to get new leaves on your head. You got to get new levels of accomplishment. You understand? So we going for it all. We going for it all, and here they come. As per usual, the timing is just about right. What's up for my first one in the building? You should be congratulating yourself. Hit the thumbs up or stick around and I'll give you a reason to. All right, appreciate you. Let's see. Let's get the thumbs up in this thing. If you want to hit the chat, you need to be a subscriber. That's how we roll around here. Not just any and everybody gets to talk to your majesty. You must be worthy. No pearls before swine. None whatsoever. We deal with the top of the line or nothing at all. Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. Welcome back. Welcome to How You Do. So, wait on a few more folks to get up in here and make it right, but y'all can start hitting that thumbs up button and show your love. Appreciate you for being here. It is about to be raining in the metro ATL area, Atlanta, Georgia, to be specific. If you're not familiar, because I know I got an international audience. Shout out to the whole world, wherever you might be. As a matter of fact, let me shout out. Let me do the international shout out to the people who I see watching the most. Of course, US is always in the house. Okay. Indonesia, I see you. What's good? India, what's good? I see you. Russia, Ukraine, I see you. UK, United Kingdom, England, and all the rest. I see you. Okay? I see you. South Africa, I see you. Thank you. All right? Ethiopia, I see you. Kenya, I see you. Yes. Yes. Australia, I see you. Aotearoa. Ah, somebody say, what? Yeah, you better know. The more I know the original names, that's what I'm going to yell first. That's New Zealand. But the real name, Aotearoa, land of the long white cloud, represent the real Maori people. What's really good? Huh? Oh, we go deep over here. We're going to play edutainment. Edutainment, baby. Edutainment. What's up? I see the love going up. Hit the comments. Yo, you must be a real one. Must be one of my subscribers. If you're a subscriber, you can hit the chat. Now, if you just hit the button, then you might have to wait a while, but you can chat after a while. You can join in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I see you. Whole world, man. The real world. The whole world. Brazil, Colombia. These are all places I want to go to. Panama. What's good? I'm just naming stuff now. I don't even know if I've ever seen a lot of folks from Panama in my statistics, but I do want to go to Panama. I was starting to really juggle hard between Brazil is always on the list. Colombia is always on the list. But Panama done kind of got a little bit above them lately because of one reason. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. YouTube stock is real, okay? And what I mean by that is what we say, what we content creators, folks who do the content, if you actually go places and share your experiences, I trust that over everything else because it's there. I'm looking at it. I'm watching the person walk down the street. Are they being treated nicely, or are they being looked at funny? They getting shysted. People trying to bug them for money, and little trinket sales of trash that's gonna break as soon as you buy it. I mean, what's the deal? How they treating you? Are you go to the beach? Can you be left alone, or can you got to be out there dealing with a million daggum folk trying to hack money, hack. You know, no. Like that right there, that what I just described is almost completely taking Cartagena off the list because I don't hear nothing good, man. All I hear is that, yeah, man, they harass the hell out you. And then there's just, the whole false climate that so many of the ladies, are on that life, so they ain't necessarily really at you. They trying to get paid. And I'm like, man, nah, that ain't appealing either. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to buy what I get. Please love me. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So no, I would look at the evidence. They got the camera on, but and I'm gonna trust them more than anything they got to say. But it's like unless they think like I think, unless they there for other reasons and there for things that I would be interested in, then it still don't really matter what other folks say. But when people are relatable, like, yo, that sounds like some stuff I would want to do. And, oh, they had fun? Oh, okay, you just went to the top of the list. Oh, you had a hard time? Something happened? Oh, damn, that just went to hell. Never mind. Never mind. Like, recently I've mentioned his channel a lot because I watch his stuff a lot. And I don't mind giving people their props, man. It's sad that YouTubers don't do that for each other. People in general don't do that for each other. I mean, you know how hard it is just to get somebody to put a thumbs up. I'll be yelling at every live and look at how many people actually do it. Sit there and look at you and won't even just say, all right, cool. You know? Even if you don't never come back again, you spent what, 5, 10, 1 minute with me. Yo, you know, hey, something about this I must have been interested in long enough to hear you out. That's what that thumbs up is. It ain't to say that you really, really necessarily loved everything I had to say or whatever. You don't even have to come back. But for while you here, hey, I came in the door, I said hi. That's what that means to me. To me, I don't give a damn what it means. I do give a damn what it means to YouTube, but to me, when I see it, that's what it means to me. And then YouTube it says, let's keep pushing this guy's content to the top of the algorithm. Let's make sure he gets seen every time he goes live. And I see the changes. It used to be, man, I'd be on here, just be talking. Look over, 0. Oh, wait a minute, there's one. Hang with you for about a minute, 0. Then it went up to like 5. Then I started going double digits, tens. Now, whenever I'm on, like right now, there's 3 people looking, but previously there was 25. Then it was like 5 or 6. Then it was like 20. So it's like, and it'll be 20 again. It'll happen again. It just it goes in this ebb and flow, ebb and flow, ebb and flow. I don't sweat it. I do sweat those thumbs up. That's what I'm looking for. Them 3, that tells me 3 people probably subscribed. That's what that usually means. Whatever the thumbs up is, those are new subscribers most of the time. And most people in your lives are new to you anyway. At least the kind of channel I got right now. That's how it is for my channel right now. And I appreciate that. I do. I really do. Because we're on the verge, y'all. We're on the verge in a lot of ways in life. And I always say life is like a video game, an adventure video game where you got them bosses in front of the doors that you got to beat, them challenges and everything. And I've been dealing with my share of those lately. But at the same time, I've been getting the gems and the power ups and the weaponry and everything to defeat the boss. You know what I mean? And I'm whipping on their ass steady. And that motherfucker gonna fall. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna beat that boss in front of the door to our to AdSense. We're gonna knock him out. We're gonna get AdSense. We're gonna get monetized here, you know, and we're gonna get some other things taken out, some other things that are messing with us financially and otherwise. And when I talk about travel, when I was talking about places I want to go, that would be like a big boss. So these other bosses, these are the sub bosses. That right there to me is big boss because that's something that means so much to me personally that I want to do and that I want to keep doing and that I love to do and that I make some of my best content from doing is travel. I love travel. So we about to figure that part out because without the proper budget, you know, it takes was listening to that BT Express joint this time. Yo, I ain't gonna be on here that long today. I did want to do this live, continuously stream, but I see the numbers are all over the place, and my GPS is all over the place, and I need my GPS on at the same time. I can't be playing with it. I can't look over my GPS ain't telling me where I'm going and all that old nonsense. I got to be on it. So I ain't gonna be on here that long. But I did want to say, yo, I want to remind y'all, those who may be coming back to the channel, if you knew, I'm gonna say it again. But I have something very, 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 very special that I am creating, and even a technique that I know I'm not the only one using it this way when it comes to AI, but a lot of people are using artificial intelligence when it comes to the visual art side of it are not necessarily, a lot of the times, former, present, ever been real drawing, painting, sculpting, photographing visual artists. Unlike myself, who does that religiously. That's my life. I've been doing that all my life. So I draw first over everything, and then everything else I mentioned, I do all that too. So my understanding of shape, form, texture, and all those things, and lighting, is just on a whole nother level that yields me a whole nother level of results when I do take things through AI to produce a final image. So I've been doing this technique, and I got a couple of screen captures. Like I did a tease of it previously, and if anybody ever saw that post, it was like a number 3, but it was real stylized, and I was just having fun with it one night, and it turned into a whole project. I just said, I gotta max this out. So I literally created a masterpiece with it. But what I did is I did all of these. I've used Sketchbook. If you know about Sketchbook, it's a really cool app. And by the way, this is not an advertisement. Every time I mention something, I always have to say that. I don't have to, but I want to, because I know the app is listening to everything you're saying, and they think you're making any money, and ain't telling people that you're making money. Oh Lord, it's the end of the world. Did somebody try to fucking survive in capitalism? Fuck. Anyway, this is not an advertisement. I wish it was. How about that? I wish it was. I wish Sketchbook was paying me to say this. But I don't mind shouting out the app because I like it. And I also use Freeform, I think it's called FR. It's the little icon for Adobe Freeform. Between those two apps, man, I can do so much easier than most of the stuff I typically used to do when I did have Photoshop. I don't even have Photoshop no more. I used to work on Photoshop on the desktop, and I used to do it hardcore with a mouse, y'all. I was drawing with, I didn't have a little pen. I ain't have a tablet. I ain't have nothing. I'm doing it with a freaking mouse and showing off. I love to brag on that because I know a lot of folks talk that talk, but did you do it with a mouse? I did it with a mouse, homie. Yeah, it's a different level. It's a different level. It really is. But that just all goes to when your hand-eye coordination is so refined from years and years and years of practice. I mean, literally my whole life. So it's just a different type of thing, you know. If there's any way to draw with it, I can draw with it. From my finger in sand to in mud or whatever, I can draw. You know, it's all perspective. It's so many different things. But I understand all these things very well. So when I put all that into what I've been working on, I started doing these. See what I do for y'all? So in love with chatting it up with y'all about to miss my exit. I ain't missing though. Anyway, I love to do these numbers. What I was doing this thing where I was designing these numbers, sketching them out, and it's all, you know, negative, positive space. If you draw, you understand what I just said. If you don't, it's time to learn a new theory. Just put in positive, negative space when it comes to drawing. It'll break it down. But basically, it's like if you're drawing on a sheet of white paper, you put a line. The line is the positive space. The paper is the negative space. And it can go in reverse. It's not about dark or light. It's just about, because it can get multicolored with that too. But anyway, so I wanted these letters to look three-dimensional. I wanted them to be chunky. I wanted them to be bold. And what it is, I was designing them for these. I'm just gonna tease y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all everything. Like I said, I got. When I hit y'all with this, y'all gonna be like, "Oh shit!" When I tell you this is the flyest, like some of the flyest sports paraphernalia you've ever seen in your life. What I'm coming up with. And so I rough it out in Sketchbook. If I need to take something over to the free form thing, I do, but mostly it's in Sketchbook. I can do almost everything I need to in Sketchbook. I usually do whatchamacallit when I'm dealing with photographs. Like if it's free form, I'm gonna deal with it on photographs mostly, and do a couple of tweaks, and then might take it over to Sketch and draw on top of it or do something like that, things like that when I need certain looks. But anyway, so in building this up, I have these numbers that you would see, like for instance, on a football jersey, right? And the standard football jersey, it's always block letters most of the time, block numbers, real simple, real bold, real plain, on purpose, because it's got to be seen from an announcer's box. Number 12 is down at the goal line. Oh my gosh, that defensive lineman 88 smoked him. What the hell was that? That's why the numbers got to be big, so they can say who's doing what, right? They can read names on the back and not get it mixed up. Be like, oh, that's Williams, that's Johnson. Oh, here comes Johnny, whatever. That's how they do it. So anyway, I will still probably have some big, bold. I do everything in this type of font I'm creating, and it's based on a lot of different font traditions, but especially many, 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 no particular one traditions that I've found over the years in hip hop graffiti, which I've always. It's coming back. It's coming. Okay, so ultimately at 27,000, and one of y'all is really steadfast, steady watching, and this happens almost every time I go out. There's always at least one person that hang with me and hear everything I got to say. Hit the comments, because if you that dedicated, you must be a subscriber. I'd like to know who you are. So hit the comments, say hi. More than likely, you're somebody I know. But it kind of weirds me out, to be honest, when it's only one. I would rather it be, this is when I would rather it be a bunch of people if the number stays steady. Because I'm like, who is this that I probably know and ain't said hi yet? Like, what's wrong with you? You know me. What's up? And then it might not be somebody I know. Okay, bye, good. Got rid of them. I don't care. I'd rather that than that weird ass feeling of somebody that is a total damn stranger just staring, and I know they probably ain't even hit the like button yet. What the hell wrong with you? You know? Get up out of here with that bullshit. But no, 27,000 folks. If we get all of those people, and it won't be all those people. I even went further than that. I said, okay, 27,000. I said if 10% of that, I broke it down hard, yo. I said if 10% of that number became direct supporters and were putting in funds monthly, and I gave the $4.99 standard, that is the usual subscription standard across all the apps, right? You can make it less, but that's what most people ask for. So I just stayed right there in the pocket. You're talking about a 70 to 80,000 a year budget. That right there is what I'm always saying is what I more than deserve, but need too. Deserve because I did the work. Deserve because I'm still standing. Deserve because so many people are still making leeway and doing all kind of amazing things. And part of their journey is because of ONYXCON. And some of them have put back for ONYXCON. I'm not talking about everybody. I know the ones who have and the ones who haven't. I know the ones who, used to sit behind tables at my convention and make hundreds to thousands even every time they were there. And some of them, I didn't even charge them to be behind a table because they were famous in a way in that world, and they would bring people through the door. So it was a good look for that. But I may not even made them as much at the door as they made at their table. Maybe. I mean, I'm guessing on some of those people. And it's like, it's kind of interesting. It's like, yo, what's happened to all of us after the pandemic. We all know where we're at and what has happened to a lot of our communities when it comes to artists. It's a struggle out here. It's always been a struggle, but it's 10 times worse now. So if you really love something and want to see it win, and that'd be the question. That's when you get down to finding out who's really with you and who ain't. The ones who really with you, man, you ain't even got to, I don't even have to say these speeches. I really say what I'm saying right now for new people. I'm looking for the next audience. I'm looking for the next group of people that I can depend on, that I know will see the vision, love the vision, do right by us, subscribe, support, send, really keep us afloat. Because I don't need. I always say it's always quality over quantity. And the more of those people I have, I don't have to worry about the thousands. If I got 100 that kind of supporter, you know, 100 people at $10 a month is what? You see what I'm saying? Like that's literal. That's literal. That's actual people putting in that could if they would. And those are the ones I'm looking for. I'm not even worried about everybody else. Those and it's worth fishing for. You know, I'm an angler, so I don't mind fishing till I get what I really came for. You know, catch them little things and toss them back, or use them as bait. You know what I mean? Use them as bait. You know, but it all depends. It all depends on what you're fishing for. And I'm looking for the real deal. I'm looking for the real deal every time. So it's a journey. It's a marathon, as they say, and I'm here for it. I live it every single day. And there's a lot of new things happening that are going to change some things, hopefully for me, real soon. Uh, I'll just say on a personal daily grind way, I'm hoping to change. I'll be doing more or less the same thing I'm still doing, so I'll still hopefully have time to go live like this. But I imagine I won't, honestly. I probably won't because it'll be a lot like one of the other apps I've worked with when it comes to deliveries where it's too much going on. See, with this one I'm working on, I'm on a ride right now. It took me 20 something minutes to get to this destination. That gives me plenty of time to talk to y'all. So that's why I just make use of all my time. I got time, I'll make time, do the work, right? But if I got the kind of thing where I'm hopping out every other house, hop out, and gotta focus, gotta get the package, gotta make sure I'm safe, gotta look for dogs and cats and everything, make sure ain't no kids in the street, try not to back up, and then if I'm in a truck or something like that, then it's gonna be a whole bunch of more things to consider. So I won't be going live as much. I'm telling y'all right now. So this is one more reason why every time I've ever done it and told y'all to appreciate it and put a thumbs up and show that you love it. Don't take it for granted. I'm telling you in real time what happens to a lot of YouTube channels. It's not that we don't love it. If this is what we could do all the time for those of us who really want to do that, this is what we would do. But this is why it's so important that y'all support, because when y'all do, I mean, if everybody here that is currently a subscriber really did tune in every day and at least watch a short, because even as much as y'all love shorts, y'all don't even do that. I see the numbers. It's impossible. Do you know that 90 something percent of everybody who comes and checks out content here is not a subscriber? That's crazy, y'all. Only 10%. And what's crazier, for small YouTube channels like mine, right? Only small in numbers, not in vision, not in impact if people are paying attention. For the average one, they don't even get 10 like I'm getting. So I'm still ahead of the class for a small channel. You know, based on them. I mean, look it up what I'm talking about. But I've already ran it through some AI checks and asked some statistics, and it blew my mind. It made me realize, damn. So if that's the case, then I bet you even the really big channels that I admire, the folks with the 100,000 subscribers, or for me, a million. A person with a million subscribers might not have but 10,000 that actually watch all the time. Is that not crazy? Is that not crazy? That's crazy. To me, that's crazy. But that's how the numbers actually work. People will like you and then move on. They want to keep you in. I mean, it's good that they want to, come back and lurk because that's mostly what they do in any damn way. They don't like and shit. Like it's so negative. People are so self-absorbed and negative, and then sometimes I don't even know if it's always negative. To be honest, it's like people are just too carefree with too many options. They got so much going on. They don't take time to assess what gave me the most value for my time in a day. What did I absorb on social media today that meant the most to me? And if they ever were taking the time to be honest about that, your channel, and I know my channel, might pop up as something that made them feel great, right? But if they never like it, I mean like regularly like it or show that they really be watching, it doesn't matter. Because that person's over here wondering, I'm always wondering, well, where am I for real? Am I really doing this? Am I really able to do that? Am I really getting it, getting it? Like I think I'm getting it, getting it, you know? Or like Biggie said, it was all a dream, you know? It's like, no, it need to be real, man. It need to be real. Because we can win. We can do this. We can genuinely be full time on this YouTube thing. Staffed up, regular. I can have camera people. I got people who can film for me where I don't have to worry about holding the camera all the time. And I could literally be the grown version of the kind of format you see with somebody like I Show Speed, but for a mature adult audience. You know what I'm saying? I'm that version of let's travel, see the world, and I'm not gonna take 2 seconds to say what is this, and then just keep going. But I get his format. That's him. It's made him a lot of success. I'm very amazed and I study that young man honestly. I study him and all the greats, the ones that I can tolerate watching their stuff, because some of them just too goofy for me. But I can tolerate Speed, and I like Speed stuff for the most part. I just mostly commend what he's been able to accomplish. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. But I've always said, if what he's doing were in an adult channel, somebody who's grown like me, that version of it, and there are people who are kind of what I'm talking about, but none of them are me but me. So I promise you, the more y'all support me, what this is, what my baby is, what ONYXCON is, you gonna see another level, and you're gonna have a great experience. And I promise you'll look back at the end of every day that you ever spent any time with me and say, that's the one that meant the most to me, or it's in the top 5. I guarantee I'll be in the top 10 of things that hit you in the heart, in the mind, made you think, entertained you, made your day, made you smile, made you laugh, made you think. Most important, I always want to make you think. And that's the difference. That's the value of ONYXCON. And that's what you get when you support us and don't take for granted when we say, hey, like, share, subscribe. It's not just folk just repeating words for stuff. It's really genuinely saying, if you do those 3 things, you're literally helping me not to have to do what I'm about to have to do right now. I gotta cut this short. I've been looking to see one more person pop in. I want to respect that they just came in and share some time with me, but now I gotta do this order. But that's why I say, if y'all support the channel, I won't have to do these orders. I can do this. And when I'm on this, I'm gonna do this. Period. It's a decision that must be made. How much y'all love it. It's just casually something else to look at and like, might not like, whatever I don't know what y'all be thinking. I don't know ever who's always watching it. It's gonna be real. It's gonna come down to that. It's always come down to those reality checks. Peace out, y'all.